have a question from Michael, who is curious about the activities planned for Bob and Doug immediately after their safe return. Well, they will be lifted from the water using a crane that's on the ship that will come and retrieve them. So they will still be in the capsule. They'll be lifted out of the capsule and placed onto the ship. Once they are on the ship, they will actually be lifted. They won't be walking just yet because, let's be honest, it's been a couple of months and they need to regain their center of gravity because they have been out of gravity. This is a common occurrence and something that we practice with all crew members that arrive back home from a Soyuz capsule as well. Additionally, they will be landing on the water, and so even somebody who is well accustomed and has been walking on Earth their whole life sometimes needs to gain their sea legs. And so once they get out of the capsule, they will be taken to have some medical checks, as we always do with our returning crew members, just to make sure that they're feeling well and they can share any of their concerns. And then they will be taken to by helicopter back to Florida, and then eventually they will board a plane and head back to Houston, Texas. So home sweet home, all by tomorrow evening. They will be welcomed to Ellington Field, which is part of Johnson Space Center and where we conduct a lot of our astronaut training in the T-38 jets. So another busy day, even once they've splashed down.
Yeah, it seems like they don't get too much rest in there, but I guess that's why it's so important that they're getting some rest on the spacecraft. And I do wonder if they'll take a nap on the airplane or something, depending on how they feel. You mentioned a little bit about the inner ear deconditioning that they experience. It's actually part of the reason why the crew members, that deconditioning from being in microgravity is part of the reason why they exercise so much on station, to try to keep their muscle mass up and try to keep their heart rate up. It's very interesting. In your there's a feedback mechanism between your brain and your heart, and so when you get to space, because of sort of fluid shift in your body from microgravity, you get slightly higher pressure in your head, and your heart and brain will basically reduce the rate at which your heart beats. And it takes a little bit of getting used to, depends for each crew member, when you get back into gravity on Earth, for your system to readjust to that.